Good morning, distinguished guests, honorable speaker, respected lecturers, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and thank you for the time because it is a great honor for me to present and to welcome you all to the first International Conference of Language and Literature held in the auditorium of UNC Getty Flores University on Tuesday, April 30, 2026. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express our sincere gratitude for your presence today. Your participation truly contributes to the successful of this international academic gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the program, let us take a moment to thank God Almighty for His blessings, guidance, and protections, which allow us to gather here in all good health and high spirits. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the first International Conference of Language and Literatures aims to provide an academic platform for scholars, researchers, lecturers, and students to share ideas, research findings, and innovative practice in the fields of language, linguistics, literature, and education. This conference also encouraged collaborations and academic network among participants from different institutions and countries. We hope that this event will inspire meaningful discussion, promote academic excellence, and contribute to the development of language and literary studies in Indonesia and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to briefly inform you about the sequence of today's opening ceremony program. The first one is opening through singing of the national anthem, opening prayer, welcoming speech from the chairperson of the organizing committee, speech from the rector of Florence University, official opening of the conference, your proposition, and for the last one, closing of the opening ceremony. And we kindly ask for your cooperations in following the program in order and respectful manner. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin our ceremony, let us respectfully stand to sing to the national anthem of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya. Please be nice. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, to seek blessing for the success of this event, let us bow our head for the opening prayer. The prayer will be led by Dwi Devila. To Miss Dwi, the time is yours.
Lomba lari.
Thank you, Miss Devila, for leading us in prayer. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the next agenda item, which is the welcoming speech from the chairperson of the organizing committee of the first International Conference of Language and Literature. To deliver the speech, we respectfully invite Mrs. Sawa as the chairperson of the organizing committee. To Ms. Sawa, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone.
Thank you very much for Ms. Sawa for the warm and inspiring welcoming remark. And ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda item in the speech from the rector of Florence University. It is our great honor to invite Mrs. Eka Sapien, Rector of Flores University, to record her speech. Thank you so much, Ms. Eka, for encouraging and visionary message. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived to the most important moments of today's ceremony, the official opening of the first International Conference of Language and Literature. Respectfully invite the Rector of Flores University, Ms. Afrin, to officially open this college. Ms. Afrin, please.
Okay,
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. With the official deliberations, we are pleased to announce that the first International Conference of Language and Literature is now officially open. Okay, thank you so much. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the group photo session. We kindly invite director, keynote speakers, invite guests, and organizing committee members to come forward to the stage for the group photo. Participation are requested to remain seated in meeting order during the session. Let's take some picture. 1, 2, 3. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached to the end of the opening ceremony of the first International Conference of Language and Literature. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to express our serious appreciation to all distinguished guests, speakers, participation, and for all of you for your presence and support. We hope that this conference will be productive, inspiring, and beneficial for all participants. Thank you very much for your attention and cooperation. Finally, I, as the Master of Ceremony, would like to apologize for many mistakes or comfort shortcomings during the program. Thank you for your participation and have a wonderful and conference and pleasant day. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Sati Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Shalom. Salte. Salam kebajikan. Good morning and thank you so much.